Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a little behind the scenes of me burning on the watercolor paper. So here you can see my pyrography machine, my pen, and I just turned it on and adjusted the temperature. And I do have my watercolor paper on my light board on top of what you saw in the previous video, me defining the outlines of the marker. So now I'm going to use that underneath and trace on top with the wood burning pen. I didn't realize when I was recording this that my hand is covering most of what I'm doing, so I do apologize for that. I will speed it up so you don't have to just watch my hand the whole time, but you can still see what I'm doing. When I did realize my hand was blocking it, I shifted where my camera was. So later on in the video, when I'm burning the baby possum, you'll be able to see the process a lot more clearly. So I'm going to speed this up now so you can just watch it sped up until we reach the baby possum, and then you'll really be able to see what I'm doing. So here you'll see my screen view change in a couple of minutes to move over to me doing the baby possum, and that'll flip back into real time for a few minutes. You may have seen me adjust my temperature a few times during that sped up piece just to show you, and it was sped up to about 250%, so it's much, much quicker than what's actually happening. So here's the baby possum, and you'll see I moved where my phone was recording from so you could actually see me doing it. And this is going to give you a much, much better idea of how slow I have to move. So I have to keep the temperature very, very low, and I have to move very, very slowly to avoid burning through the paper. Unlike when I'm burning on wood, if I want to move a little quicker, I can raise the temperature back up and just move a little faster. to keep the lines, the darkness, the depth that I want them to be. But when burning on the paper, there's really no turning up the temperature. If I turn up the temperature, it starts to singe the paper, and I don't want that. So I just move very, very slowly on a very low temperature to get the dark, dark line that I want to achieve. So I am burning with my temperature on about 1.5. I can go like between the 1 and the 2 temperatures. And I am burning on Arches 140 pound, 100% cotton paper. It's a very high end paper, it's thick. It allows me to burn and get these dark, dark lines. I have tried burning on wood pulp paper. It does work, and it does look just as nice. However, I'm not crazy about how the wood pulp paper then takes the watercolor after I'm done burning. The watercolor takes to this Arches paper much nicer. It just it flows better. It blends better. The paper doesn't wear down quite as quickly or start pilling on me. So it's an added cost to use the Arches 100% cotton paper. It's probably the most expensive paper out there, but to me it is absolutely worth it. In case you're wondering why I have the paper towels there, I like to keep them there to avoid getting the oils from my hand onto the paper. Um, the oils from your hand getting on the paper can affect how the watercolor absorbs into the paper. So I will try, especially at this stage, when I'm burning and my palms are sitting directly on the paper, to keep a paper towel between my hand and where the paper is. I do need to lean my hand on the paper because I have a very, very shaky hand. So leaning my palm down helps me to steady my hand. You'd be surprised how shaky my hands actually are. I was not born to be a surgeon. Well, from here, I'm really not sure what else to say other than you can just watch me continue to burn the baby possum very, very slowly. As you can see, this isn't a process that's quick at all. Uh, I do tend to, after I've done burning and I go in with the watercolor, a lot of times I will go back in and sometimes burn the lines even darker. We will see where this piece takes me as I finish up burning it. Then I will add some watercolor, and that'll be another video. See you then. I'm gonna go quiet. Now here I have sped this up some just to save you guys some time. I think you can still see what I'm doing. There's no reason that I can see to watch it in real time. Um, you can just get the gist of it from here. And here we come to the end of this video where I stopped recording. I really hope you enjoyed watching me burn the Mommy and Me possums. And the next video will be some watercolor being added. There'll probably be a few of those. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for being a patron. I really appreciate it.